ready to go out and shop for sunflowers. I am starting to do a lot of painting for the rest of the month around sunflowers. I love these flowers. There's so many different varieties and hybrids, so I am really excited, and I wanted to take you along with me and then show you some different ways that I'm painting them this summer. So I'm gonna head out to one of my favorite spots to get sunflowers, and we'll see what they have. They were supposed to get a shipment in yesterday, so I should have probably gone yesterday, but ran out of time, so we'll just cross our fingers and hope they've got lots of gorgeous flowers still in today. Okay, let's go. Okay, so actually what happened was there was no sunflowers. I'm pretty bummed, but all the flowers were looking a little wilty. Apparently the person who normally does the ordering is out on maternity leave, so it's like surprise every time they get an order in. They are supposed to have another order tomorrow, so I'm going to hopefully get some sunflowers. In the meantime, I got these really lovely gladiolas, which I was surprised they are not like the prettiest. I mean, they're not the fullest, but they look really nice, so I'm gonna go home and put those in water and work on probably a prep for some more gladiolas, which I love. There's another store I can go to, which I think I am gonna check out because I do wanna be painting some sunflowers. And so we will see what I find. So I'm getting the video ready to upload, and I realize I delete one of the video segments. The segment where a couple of days ago, actually it was late last week, when I found out that they had no sunflowers left, and then I get a call from Marnie and head back to the store to get the sunflowers. So bear with me as I learn how to video and edit. But here we go. Here is what I found in the store. Okay, so I'm back, and Marty did save me two really gorgeous bouquets of sunflowers. They are, I'm just gonna go ahead and put them in the vase. They're really pretty. They're the classic sunflowers with the really gorgeous big face in the middle, the dark face. And so I am going to go ahead, I'm gonna snap off the ends. I am gonna add the flower food to the water, and so hopefully it lasts a little bit longer, extends their life. One of the things I love about sunflowers is they do last a pretty long time, which is fantastic. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more water here. I've got my IKEA vase, which I love. I'm just using some kitchen shears to cut the ends of the flowers. Okay, perfect. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put all of these around, and that is really last week on Facebook Live, I had been painting sunflowers and doing like a semi-splatter method. And of course, it tends to get a little bit messy if I try to do it all at the same time. So I let them dry, I walked away, and so I'm just gonna finish them up now. And I'm gonna show it in fast motion because I think that's super fun. I bought some more sunflowers because I think we're gonna do some more sunflower projects. I am just obsessed right now. I think they're such a burst of joy. They're a burst of happiness. I love how they just stand tall no matter what is happening and keeping our faces up on the sun. I just think that's such a fantastic metaphor for so many things right now. So I am going to quickly finish this up and then show it to you what it looks like on going really fast. am just finishing up this week. I am just making some more sunflower. I had a bunch of paper that was left over from different projects. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put sunflowers over everything in different shapes and sizes. I'm gonna use this stamp that I had found at Michael's. I'm not gonna include the flowers though. I'm just gonna include the saying because I love that. I think it's perfect for sunflowers. And so I'm just gonna show you just an idea of what you can do as well, of just creating art and things, fun things to add in the mail or for your own enjoyment, and a great way to incorporate more sunflowers. So we're gonna get going. So you'll notice how just really rhythmic sunflowers can be, and that's why I think it's just really fun to paint with them and play with them and just really indulge in them this season. You'll see too how there's a lot of, these are pretty loose, and I can be pretty loose with my colors because I'm not creating colors that are muddy, right? So I'm not introducing blues or reds, which would normally really create a problem. It's okay that these colors over here get all mixed in because I can come back and clean it up, and they don't get muddy. We're using the same really warm color, which is fun. You can do pencil if you like that more. You can do, and if you don't like to do pencil, if you want something a little bit more bold, go for doing the pen instead as an outline. And then I can also change it up where some sunflowers, they have all those yellow seeds, right? The faces instead of the brown. So maybe I'll add yellow and orange in the middle and create that. But you can see too, this is just really, really fun. It's really rhythmic. It's something you can do. You can batch these. So for example, let's say I was having a party or something or a dinner gathering and I wanted to make name tags for everyone. I could sit down, put on my favorite show or podcast and, really get several of these out in one city. And they're all going to be super pretty. When I've done this before, people love taking these home. It's just a little bit of your beauty that you're sharing with your guests and of yourself. And that's something that's really special. So again, sunflowers are fantastic for gatherings in the summertime, going into fall. I was just at Michael's today picking up some frames, and I was noticing they have a lot of sunflower floral out. So lots of ways to incorporate sunflowers in our lives right now, right? So I'm going to go ahead again, finishing up this sunflower. You can see here, this is Crystal's, one of my really good friends. So most likely, I'll paint the sunflower, and then what I'll do is I'll just write a little note or a quote. I've been trying to add some quotes and then just stick this in the mail. She was so sweet. She found this really beautiful, I love to bake, and she found these really gorgeous floral dessert serving platters when she is really good at finding deals of thrift places or vintage places. And so I've been wanting to send her a thank you. Really sweet of her. I'm super excited about using the dishware at my next gathering, which is going to be pretty soon. So it's always really fun when people give you gifts that you love, right? That they just know you so well. They know it's something that you'll love. It was all the colors, and anyways, it was classy. It was this classy set that doesn't age, which I really love. Okay, so I'm going to add a couple tendrils here, just the really thin ones. I am using a smaller paintbrush for this, right? So this is a number 2. So this is smaller. When you're painting small, I do recommend just a smaller paintbrush. We can create, it's easier to create our paints. So also, if you're interested in the colors that I'm using yellow ochre, I'm using cadmium orange light, I'm using cadmium yellow medium, lemon yellow, I think I have gamboge on here. So again, with the yellows, you can just play with them. They're all in the same family, and you can get this really wet like this, and then I can come in and dab in some orange. I can even dab in brown, right? And it's gonna look really, really pretty. And with watercolor, the colors just dance together, which I love. So if you get it a bit watery, go ahead. You don't even have to paint in the color, just drop in color. So right over here, I can just drop that in, and let it go where it wants to go. I can even put a little bit like in the leaf, right, to add a lighter green down there, and that's really nice. Oops, I messed that up, but that's okay. You know what, if you get a little mess up or you accidentally, you just move your hand and smash the paint, just dab it, not a big deal. There we go. And then I'm gonna go ahead and I'll finish up on this one. I'll let these guys dry and then I'll finish everything up. And then too, if you wanted to see the colors that I'm using, I'll paint them out right over here. And that way you can see I am using, this is the lemon yellow right here. And then I have the yellow ochre, which is really lovely. I have the yellow, this is the cadmium yellow, and you'll notice this is also a bit more opaque, right? I have the cadmium orange, which is really opaque. And then I have this gamboge, which I love gamboge. It's not quite as opaque, so it plays really well with everything. And you can see I can just like dip it into places and it just sings with everything. So sometimes I just dip my gamboge, and these are turning out really, really pretty. So those are all the colors I'm using. Every once in a while I'll throw in a purple or a pink just to liven things up, and that'll blend really nicely, but I didn't do that this time. So I'm gonna let these dry too, and I'll probably go back over with these guys where I was just writing my little sayings and add them in, and these are all going out into snail mail this week, so that's a lot of fun. Okay, so I just wanted to show you like how I am framing some of these sunflower art. Now, this is a really fun way to take your art and create a spot of color, and really fun way to seasonally change things up. I know I've got my art on the wall here, but normally like if I have like a bunch of family photos, friend pictures, and then just to change out one piece of art, right? That can really change the entire mood. And you could do this every season. So I had just taken that piece of art that we did earlier this week and I put it in a 5x7 frame, or it's in a 5x7 opening with a lot of matte. I like these frames a lot because they're very generous in case your paper is your canvas paper, whatever you're using is a little bit outside of those frames, which usually mine is. And then this is another one. This is the 8x10, and I think this is a 10x13. So you can see that's going to be even more, it's going to stand out even more. Like this is pretty big on the desk, but it's on the bookshelf, but it's really nice. It's a big pop of color, and it's a fun way to share your art, to feature your art as well, and just switch it out every season or even every month. You can use the same frame, and these are fantastic. These frames, I think this little guy, the metal carrier, was about $11.99, and the frames were not expensive. They were less than $10 at Michael's, and of course at Michael's we're always using our coupons, right? So just super fun way to use your art and frame it, which I really, really love. And then this will be cute in a frame too. So this turned out really fun. The bloom where you're planted, I had just used a stamp. I had taken out some of the florals in the stamp and then did my own quick watercolor sketch. And I was digging out and looking at my Etsy store, and I do still have, I have quite a few of the sunflower stickers. So if you're interested and you want to add in some more sunflower joy to your stationery, I've got stickers. I have thank you cards and packs of 10. And then I also have these blank on the inside, just happy, there's a sunflower card. So great for if you love to write note cards or greeting cards. But that is the many things that I'm doing with sunflowers this past week. I've been obsessed. I'm sure I still will be obsessed. And for me, sunflowers are a great segue from summer into fall, where I am just wanting fall so badly, but still enjoying the last few days and weeks of summer, right? So I loved having this vlog with you, and I am looking forward to being with you to do a full-on tutorial sunflower painting, which is going to be in the show later this week. So can't wait to see you then. Thank you so much for joining me today.